Hey Star Fam, thanks for tuning in. We're here again today for another quick energy check-in using the Astro Tarot deck. Okay, it's getting right into it. I do hope you're all keeping well. This is just going to be a quick general reading to see if we can get a bit of a snapshot to see what the energies are like surrounding my Star Fam. This is a general reading, so it might not resonate with everyone. If it doesn't resonate with you, not to worry. I've got plenty of other readings posted in my video library. Feel free to have a look through. I'm sure you'll find something that will resonate with your situation. Okay. Let's see. What is going on with my Star Fam? Star Fam. No. Sorry, guys. Way too much. Let's see what is going on with my Star Fam. You guys can feel free to skip through the shuffling if you'd like. All right, so the Tower card. All right, Major Arcana card. Now, this could be a surprise. I mean, as you can see, we have got this lightning bolt that is striking the top of this tower. So it could be symbolizing an event that kind of happens out of nowhere. This could be something that shakes the foundations. You know what I mean? This could also be something that, I mean, this could be destruction, you know, but I kind of, it's more like a necessary destruction, you know? When the Tower card comes out, it's like the universe's way of shaking things up in your life. You know, there might have been something stagnant, something that was built on really rocky foundations. As you can see, this is quite literally on a rock that doesn't look very sturdy, you know? But yeah, and again, this could be like a freak accident because, again, the lightning bolt out of nowhere. So, yeah, let's see. What was this surprise that shook your foundations? And again, guys, this is a necessary change. Alright, so like sometimes the universe has to step in, you know, to move and shake things out, or shake things up. Alright, let's see if we can get a little, alright. So the Page of Cups, okay. Pages are the youngest, members of the court cards. So this could be a surprise baby. Right? Surprise pregnancy, surprise kids. Not necessarily a pregnancy as well. This could be, you know, something happens suddenly to maybe, I don't know, like somebody's parents. And so now, you know, the kid is with you, staying with you temporarily. That's something that kind of, you know, happen kind of out of nowhere to shake up the foundations, you know, especially if you're going from, you know, living the single life to all of a sudden now having to, you know, effectively be a parental figure to a younger person around you. This could be friends. This could be family members, like a younger cousin, younger sibling, friend of the family. You know, this could also be children of friends. But for some reason, due to some kind of incident, accident, freak accident or something, now you're finding yourself guardians of kids. You know, the Page of Cups is also about apologies. So this could be, you know, an apology coming out of nowhere. that you really didn't expect. Okay. Um, This could be, again, the Page of Cups is also friendship. Card is a card of friendship as well. So this could be, like surprise friends where you least expect it. You know what I mean? Surprise friendship, surprise help where you least expected it. But let's see if we can get a little bit more context to see exactly what the situation is that we're dealing with. Is this an apology out of nowhere? Is this a guardianship out of nowhere? Let's see if we can get a little bit more context. Okay. So the next card out is the Seven of Swords. Okay, so it could be some kind of sneaky behavior. As you can see, this person in the Seven of Swords card is pretty much stealing these swords out of this camp. So there could have been some kind of theft, some kind of sneaky behavior. Obviously this person kind of plotted to carry out this theft. So again, it could be something being plotted. This could also be, somebody who's in a situation they don't really want to be in and are trying to find a way out, and it's literally just grabbing what I can carry with me and leaving what needs to be left behind so I can make an escape. So, I mean, again, this could be this young person needing to escape from a bad situation. Like out of nowhere, this young person shows up on your doorstep after having to escape maybe a toxic family environment. Wow, guys. Let's see if we can get a little bit more context, because that's kind of what it's starting to look like, really. Let's see, can you tell me a little bit more about this situation, please? Because, yeah, it's starting to look like somebody had to run away. Something happened, some kind of conflict out of nowhere. Or maybe like the straw that broke the camel's back kind of deal. You know what I mean? And now you find yourself taking in a friend, somebody a little bit younger than you, after they had to leave this situation, whatever this was. See, can we... Oh, okay. So the next card out is the Hierophant. Okay, another major arcana card. And, sorry, the Hierophant is usually about, like, institutions, higher learning, higher institutions, so, like, university, college, churches as well, institution. This could also be a card of ceremony. This could be a card of confession. This could also be a card of spiritual guidance, spiritual advice. So I kind of get the feeling that this is you. I feel like you did have to take somebody in, someone younger than you, and now you find yourself, again, in the role of a parent or an advisor. I feel like this is quite literally the spiritual advisor, you acting, not just this person's guardian, but yeah, their guardian, their confidant, their advisor. I feel like this is more than just a parental role, though. Again, because the Hierophant in some tarot decks is also known as the Pope card. And back in ye olden days, before you had psychiatrists and therapists and things, if you had any problems in the home or work life, whatever, usually it would be the spiritual leaders you would go to seek advice and counsel. So I kind of feel like this is you taking up this position as this younger person's mentor and advisor, spiritual advice, life advice. You know what I mean? I kind of get the feeling that you might also be a bit of a middleman, in between the two, because I'm looking at this image now, and for some reason what just came to my mind, it was Solomon. you know, the story about how Solomon was a wise ruler and people used to go to him for advice. You know what I mean? And it's that kind of situation. You know, where this young person really looks up to you and is coming to you for not just sanctuary, but, you know, the real, like, proper help, advice, leadership. You know what I mean? And I kind of feel like you are quite capable of fulfilling that role for this young person. Sorry, guys, bear with me a second. You know what? Why are you being so slippery today? Oh, goodness. Okay. Right, let's see if we can get a little bit more information. See if we can get a bit more information on this spread. All right, so next card out we've got is the Ace of Wands. So, you know, this is a card about new beginnings. Aces are ones. They are, you know, the beginning of, you know, a new step, basically. This could be an offer, a passionate new offer, a creative new offer, because again, wands being the suit of fire, so passion, creativity, action as well too. I kind of feel like this is a new opportunity to thrive, though. It's also like new ideas. I feel like maybe this young person is quite athletically gifted. If not athletically gifted, artistically gifted. One or the other, maybe both. This young person may very well be a young female who found herself getting kicked out of her place because she ended up becoming pregnant with a boy. Because again, Ace is new beginnings. Here again, we've got the Page of Cups. But as you can see, they're holding this cup and are quite surprised to, you know, be looking at a little fish in the cup. And so if we're going to, you know, if you think about the symbolism of that, where the cup can represent, you know, the uterus, basically. So, you know, you got this page who's kind of looking in the cup and going, oh, we've got some new life in there, huh? You know, so this could be a young person who was kicked out of the home because they were pregnant. They could have run away from home because they're pregnant and they're afraid of what their parents were going to say. You know, that kind of makes sense because, again, here we got the Tower card. And, you know, the Tower card is kind of a bit of a phallic image as well. You know what I mean? So it's like, you know, somebody got struck by this Tower card, if you know what I'm saying. And now they find their cup full of life, for lack of a better term, right? And now they find themselves having to leave home because, oh no, my parents are going to kill me if they find out. Coming to you, asking you for advice. What should you do? What should they do? What would you do if you're in my position? Kind of deal. You know, and I kind of feel like this ace could represent that new pregnancy, that new baby, that new beginning. You know what I mean? Yeah, let's see if we can get a little bit more information. See if we can get another card. Just one more to kind of finish this out, round out this reading. So could you tell me a little bit more about this situation? Let's see if we can give me a bit more info. Oh goodness, that was a lot. I said one more card to round it out and look how many come out. Okay, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, well. Alright, so the next cards you've got out are... I've got 6 and then 6. Hang on a second. I want to try to do this in a way that, you know what I'm like, you guys. I like for us to be able to see everything. Might end up changing this again later. Anyway, so we've got the Temperance. Okay, so the Temperance is about healing. Spiritual healing, as well as emotional healing, balance. As you can see, we've got this this angel here, and she's pouring water from one cup into another. So it's about balance. Maybe listening. You know what I mean? I feel a lot of communication about emotions, how you're feeling, and trying to find a right path. I feel like it's definitely about trying to heal and trying to find a path, right? Trying to find some kind of balance and some kind of healing, all right? And again, temperance. So it could be trying to figure out how to temper parents' feelings if they find out about this, pregnancy, if that is the case. And for those of you who the young person isn't pregnant, it's like I just get the feeling that they just want a fresh new start. Whatever's going on at home, they just want that fresh new start. But anyway, let me continue. Next card we've got out is the Nine of Pentacles. So the Nine of Pentacles is somebody who is quite happy, quite content, being single. This is somebody who is enjoying the fruits of their labors. As you can see, they are standing here, quite well dressed, looking at their exotic bird in their garden that's bearing all these wonderful fruits, all these pentacles. This person, they're doing quite well and they're quite happy with themselves. All right, so this is kind of happy and independent, right? And then the next card out we've got is the Page of Wands. Okay, so we've got another page coming out. This could be baby daddy if this young person is pregnant, with their boyfriend, their partner, whatever. So you've got the young female with the cup and the young male with their wands. All right. And then the next card out we've got is the Six of Cups. So kind of a card about children, but also nostalgia, memories, the past, kind of maybe feeling sentimental for the past. This could also be a card of reunions. Okay. So it could be trying to figure out some way to reunite and make things right at home with parents. Right, next card out we've got is the Ace of Pentacles. Okay, so another new beginning. Could be pregnant with twins, because we've got the Ace of Wands and now the Ace of Pentacles. So that would be a boy and a girl. We've got the masculine and the feminine. But again, this could also be a new offer. So again, I mean, if you've already offered them a place to stay, offering a financial help, this is usually an offer of something with promise to be very lucrative and prosperous. This could be, again, an offer for financial help, to help get these young ones on their feet. If it is the case that they are expecting kids, what have you. The last card we've got is the King of Pentacles. Okay, so I feel like this could be you offering that help, that financial assistance. Okay. Hang on, sorry guys, bear with me a moment. Let me take this all in. Okay. So I kind of feel like this is you. You are presenting as a King of Pentacles and the Hierophant. So again, I kind of feel like this is you offering this young person a place to live, a place to stay. you know, that is you coming up. Again, offering that financial stability, you know. Even if it is just a temporary place to stay until these youngins, or these people, sorry, I'm calling them youngins. I'm saying youngins, they might not even necessarily be that young. They could be in like their early 20s, but for whatever reason they are appearing as pages. You know, so they could be older, but just, you know, a little bit naive, which is why they're coming up as pages. But whatever the case is, you know, I feel like this is you offering not only the psychological support, the emotional support, the advice, the spiritual advice. You know what I mean? So it's not only that, but you're also here to offer like financial advice as well too. Okay. I also kind of get the feeling something about a path as well too, pathways, because we've got again in the Temperance card, in the background here after the river is, you know, that pathway in the background. So I don't feel like this is going to be like a permanent. They're going to stay with you for a long term. I feel like this is very much going to be temporary. You might end up just giving them a loan, loaning them some money. So that they can get their own place, or at least get off on their own 2 feet, to give them that little head start, and basically help them find that path. Help them find a path. Really give them that guidance, so that they can really kind of take responsibility. Mm-hmm. And again, with the Six of Cups, that could very well be representative of children. You know, who those kids are, take it as it resonates, whether it's this young couple here or if it's their kids, you know, taking it as it resonates. But I definitely feel like a nostalgia about this. Something about your past and wanting to be able to help these young people in your life. Like maybe something about them reminds you of you. Maybe you yourself ended up in a situation like this where you had a baby while you were young, or at least when people thought that you were too young. You know what I mean? Because I'm saying, what is young? I mean, for some people, it's, you know, if you don't have 3 kids by the time you're like 25, it's like, oh, your life is over, you know. And for some people, it's like, oh, no way, I don't even want my first until I'm like 30. You know what I mean? So it's like young is relative. Okay, so I'm just want to throw that one out here. You know what I mean? But I get the feeling that there's some kind of, I feel like a soft spot. You got a soft spot for this young couple. It's like maybe something about them reminds you of you when you were younger, or it could just be that, you know, your relationship with them, especially if this is a younger sibling, a younger cousin. You know, I again, with this card of nostalgia, memories, you know what I mean? I definitely feel like you've got this soft spot for this young couple. And you're really sympathetic to what they're going through. You know, maybe it's like, you know, that their life at home hasn't been the greatest, and so it's like part of you is always kind of like known that this was gonna happen, or it's like you expected this to happen. You know what I mean? And it's not because of these young people, this young couple's fault, so much as it's just you saw their circumstances and always kind of knew that something like this was going to happen, just based on their home life and how their parents or their guardians or whoever their grown-ups are in their lives are. You know what I mean? So I kind of get the feeling that for many of you, you guys saw this coming. Right, I get the feeling that you saw this coming and you were quite prepared for it. You know, because again, with the 9 of Pentacles, I see this as you, again, because you're in a position financially where you can, you know, you can manage this. You can offer to help them out. Maybe you're going to help subsidize them by, like, I don't know, help them pay their rent every month or something. You know what I mean? But again, you're basically appearing as the King of Pentacles, a Nine of Pentacles, somebody who is quite happy single. You know what I mean? And again, that's reflected in the King. So this could be your energy, you know, where maybe you are, you know, your own business owner, or you're your own contractor. You know what I mean? Because the King of Pentacles is somebody who's quite well off, good with money, good businessman. You know what I mean? And somebody who is quite well off enough to be able to help those around them, right? And I get the feeling that for you this is nothing, because I mean, especially if you are, you know, a king alone, again, not necessarily gender specific, because again, I mean, you've got a female and a male, so taking it as it resonates, guys. It's not gender specific, it's just kind of, it's more about the characteristics here. And this combination is a characteristic of a male or female, man or woman, who's doing quite well for themselves and quite, you know, happy. But you know, this is it looks like this person, this king person is indeed single. You know what I mean? So it's like, I kind of get the feeling that you're doing well off for yourself, and you're a single person. So, you know, it's not like you've got your own dependence, so to speak. You know what I mean? And so you're quite happy and able to take on this young couple, you know, and provide them with a place to stay and really help them financially, at least, and spiritually, you know, mentally, emotionally, give them that support that they'll need to be able to get this new start on life, you know. For some of you, you might be able to help this young couple find a job. Like everything, find a job, find a flat, you know, and just really help this young people get on their feet, you know, and really help them heal. I get that this couple needs to not only heal themselves individually, but like, again, depending on the situation, taking it as it resonates, it could be trying to heal rift with their parents. You know, maybe some of these parents might struggle with alcoholism. Sorry, with the pouring of the cups, and maybe it's like alcoholism that caused these this young couple to have a less than fantastic upbringing. Hmm. Sorry, bear with me a second, because I'm feeling like marriage has come up. The idea of marriage has come up. Or it's like this young people now might feel like they're going to be forced to get married. You know? Sorry, I'm just getting a weird bizarre, because like this person, they are, you know, they're splitting. Whatever situation they're in, they are splitting. They're leaving. But it's like they're walking away from the Hierophant. So, but while they're walking away, they're also looking at the Hierophant. You know what I mean? So I kind of feel like it's a case where it's like maybe they don't mind the idea of getting married, but they just don't want to be pressured into it. You know what I mean? So it's like, I'm going to take my stuff and I'm going to go, but I'm still looking back at you. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like, yeah, I don't mind doing it, but like not right now. You know what I mean? Especially if they're kind of like, oh, okay, well, you got this young lady knocked up. Now you have to marry her. Do the right thing and marry her. You know what I mean? Or it's like, which again, I don't feel like, for some of you, this young person may have gotten pregnant and then the baby father actually split. You know what I mean? But for many of you, I don't think so. I'm going to say it's like maybe 50-50. You know, for some, the young people, the young person's baby father, whatever, decided to split. But again, I kind of feel like that split's not gonna last long. That could be why this Page of Cups is feeling like the Tower, because not only are they, oh crap, now I'm pregnant, but boom, now my parents are gonna kill me if they find out, so now I've gotta move, and now boom, on top of it, my baby daddy left. You know what I mean? So you can understand. And again, it would kind of make sense because as you can see, the way that this fire is raining down, right? It's like raining down in like 3 separate groups. So, it's like, crap, I'm pregnant. And now I gotta leave my house. And now my baby daddy left me on top of it. You know what I mean? So, for some of you, that could have been the situation. If that is, again, for some of those people, some of them, again, because I'm seeing the Page of Wands, so it's like, I get the feeling that this baby daddy, after a period of like leaving, or I feel like this is kind of leaving out of fear, once they've taken some time to think about it, they will come back. Again, with the Page of Wands, as you can see, this young person, they are looking at their wand and kind of examining it, re-examining it, and then right next to, again, the 6 of Cups, so the card about nostalgia, memories, kids, reunion as well, So if this Page of Cups, if, this young baby mama's baby daddy left, I see them coming back. I see them definitely coming back and trying to make an effort. You know what I mean? I feel like if they leave, it's just going to be a temporary thing because they're scared, but they're going to sort themselves out. They're going to figure themselves out. I kind of feel like these two just need to talk, which they will, and he will come back and try to make things right. He's definitely going to re-examine his actions. Again, Page of Wands, wands being a suit of fire and therefore action. And I feel like he will come back to make amends and to offer his help financially as well. I really see this page really wanting to step up and offer that financial help so that he can step into his role as the King of Pentacles, as in the provider for his young family here. Okay. And yes, absolutely, there's going to be conversation, emotional conversation, and healing, while they try to find their way, while they try to find their paths, while they're trying to find that path together. Sorry guys, just bear with me a second. I want to... I'm definitely seeing new opportunities here. Creative and financial. Let's see what's on the bottom of the deck. Ah, yes. You see the 3 of Cups. So again, this could be a reunion again, because the 3 of Cups could be about reunion, could be any kind of celebration. But yeah, usually, it could be reunion. Right? So again, we've got the 2 cards of reunions here. So if this young couple is in a state of separation at the moment, if baby daddy got scared and split, I see them reuniting with this. I get the feeling the reason why this person split, again, they're young, they're scared, they're a bit stupid. No offense. Naive. Sorry, naive. Right? And I kind of get the feeling that they were scared because they were also scared of this person's parents. Especially if they do struggle with alcohol. Lots of partying as well. So it could be alcoholism that parents are dealing with. And so this young person was like, oh my God, when their dad gets a hold of me, they're gonna, give me the snip. You know what I mean? So I get a lot of this is fear. A lot of this is fear-based. And again, this is if this young person is, baby daddy kind of freaked out and step back. But I definitely see a reunion if that's the case. I kind of get the feeling that once baby daddy figures out that, baby mama's got somewhere to go that isn't in their toxic environment, and they've got you, and you're helping them out, they'll come around, because it's like, yeah, I don't mind helping out and being there for us and us being a little family. But I mean, it's like this person's home life was just way too crazy. And I get the feeling that this person, baby daddy, was thinking, oh my God, what did I get myself into? You know what I mean? But once they realize that, baby mama is also thought the same thoughts, but baby mama actually has a plan of action, that doesn't have anything to do with their family, their home life, or their immediate home life, let's say, because whoever they're living with, if it's parents, if it's grandparents, if it's whoever, step parents, whatever, you know what I mean? It's like their nuclear family was quite toxic, So I get the feeling that, once this young baby daddy realizes that baby mama's got a plan of action that doesn't have anything to do with that toxic home environment, then they'll be more inclined to step up, to step up and come back and reunite and really like be a family together. You know what I mean? So I definitely see the reunion there. And again, this is also Three of Cups is celebration. You know what I mean? An absolute cause of celebration. So, I mean, hey, if you're looking for a happily ever after, or at least temporary happily ever after, you know what I mean? At least we're ending this specific situation on a positive note. You know what I mean? It's definitely a cause of celebration. Sorry, my eyes being drawn to the pumpkin, and I'm just thinking, about the fertility and more I look at this, the more I realize that it looks like they're celebrating the harvest. You know what I mean? And that's kind of, I don't want to say, your uterus is harvesting a baby. That's kind of weird, but, you're talking about growing the fruits of your loins, I guess. You know what I mean? So I kind of feel like at least once this dust has settled, and this young person has come to you and has made that action plan, as to what they're going to do, how they're going to manage, et cetera, et cetera. Once they, with your help, once they come up with that plan of action in order to move forward, and they're going to start to feel a lot more confident in themselves, confident in their decisions. Hang on, let me just move this around. Once they're a bit more confident in themselves, confident in their decisions, confident in their plan of action, and they know that everything is going to be okay, you know what I mean? Then they're definitely going to be able to like relax and actually have a chance to celebrate this pregnancy, celebrate this new life, as opposed to freaking out about it all the time and being constantly scared. And again, the King of Pentacles is looking at this happy celebration, you know what I mean? So this again is you. I mean, look, both of you are kind of looking at this happy celebration. Both you and you know what I mean? I know, and it's like you just want this young couple to be happy. You know what I mean? And it's like, they can do it. Yeah, okay, maybe it was a bit naive of them to get... Again, I don't know. Maybe they are naive, maybe they're not. You know what I mean? They are showing up as pages here, so that does kind of feel like something, a bit naive to me. Again, they're the youngest members of the court cards. So again, they might not necessarily be young. They're just, showing up as young. But again, this could just be because they're out of their depth. you know, they're going through something. I mean, you know what it's like if you're doing something for the first time. What do? When you're first starting out, you take baby steps, baby steps, baby steps. You know what I mean? And again, Paige's being the youngest, so it's like the early stages of development, right? So this can very well be very early stages of this pregnancy. Okay? Because again, we're not seeing like the Empress card where she's quite fully, like, you can tell she's quite fully obviously pregnant, right? So this really does feel like the very beginning stages of the pregnancy still, you know? With the cards like this, I could definitely see you kind of advocating for some kind of peace and reconciliation with parents, or at least tell them where they are so that they're not worried. Again, take it as it resonates. If their parents are really that bad and that toxic and really do have that drinking problem, you know, obviously you got to do what's right for you and what's right for your situation, right? But I definitely feel like they're going to come to you and they're going to get like this healing, you know, this spiritual and emotional healing, you know, and that support. And also just letting them know about their options and what actions they can take, especially if this person is coming to you and they're scared, you know, especially if they had to leave the house, you know, if they had to sneak out, if they've literally run away from home because they were so terrified, you know. But I mean, I'm not worried because at least they're in good hands with you, right? All right. Okay, so I am going to close out this reading. But before I do, I'm just going to grab an inspiring quote from the You Got This deck. Okay. So, let's see. Sorry, just trying to get this out of the box. All right, let's see if we can get any advice. Words of advice. Words of wisdom. Words of encouragement. Words of inspiration for my star fam with regards to the spreads. Okay. All right. So, don't let the fear of what could happen stop anything from happening. So yeah, you remember how I mentioned that this young person might feel a little bit lost, scared, afraid? You know? They're afraid that their whole world is going to come crumbling down. They're afraid that their parents are going to kill them. They find out that they got pregnant so young and so they had to sneak out the house and just like literally run away. You know what I mean? That's letting fear make their decisions, right? And again, fear of, should I keep this baby? What should I do? Just, do you know what I mean? It's a lot of fear going on. I mean, this is a hard one because it's like, I kind of feel like this is like third hand advice at this point because I'm advising you and you're advising them, and it's like, you know what I mean? It's like a broken telephone of advice. But yeah, again, it's about not letting fear overrule you, basically. Right? So like, for example, if this young couple, they really, really love each other and they want this family, you know, some people might say, oh no, you're too young. Like, but then what is too young? You know, like somebody who is, like for me personally, somebody who's 25 is still quite young. I'm not going to say too young, but in my opinion, that's still quite young, right? I'm not saying that's too young to be having kids. Some people at 25 have their whole lives and all their shit together. You know what I mean? But it's just outside spectators in their lives would look at them and judge them. Oh, you're too young. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, okay, maybe it is young, but you don't know these people. You don't know what you've been through. You know what I mean? So a lot of it could be the fear of being judged as well for having kids so young, when actually they can do it, you know? With the help. Yeah, okay, maybe it was a surprise. It came out of nowhere and they weren't expecting it. But, you know, it's not like they have absolutely no support. You know, they've got support here. Right? So, you know, if it's just a matter of just that they're scared or they feel like they've got to do all this with no help from anybody and they're all on their own and oh my gosh, you know what I mean? It's just, again, just advising them that they do have options, you know? And they do have the support from you, and that not everyone's going to hate them and get upset about their perceived mistakes. You know what I mean? Yeah, let's see if we can get one. Oh, goodness. I asked for one. And the whole deck comes out. Okay. Right, I'm going to take the one that flipped over. All the other ones kind of fell out, but they fell out face down, except this one that actually fell face up. So I'm going to take this one. Be somebody who makes everyone feel like a somebody. See what I mean? And this is you already. I kind of feel like you're already doing this. You know what I mean? Just by being there for this young couple, for providing the support for this young couple, not just monetarily, but, you know, emotionally as well, you know? Because again, yes, you're going to help them like get on their feet financially, maybe give them a place to stay, maybe help them find a job, maybe hook them up in a job. If you've got a business, you know, if you like own a shop or something, you can take one of them on as a cashier or, you know what I mean? Something like that. You know, you can just help them find a job, help them get off on their feet, give them that kind of stability and that advice as well. You know, that spiritual advice and really help them heal, you know? And I kind of feel like you just being there to support them financially, spiritually, emotionally, mentally, you know, you're really helping them feel like somebody's. You're really helping them validate their experience, especially if this is a couple. Again, they are appearing as pages, but that could just be because they've been made to feel like pages, but they're not really. You know what I mean? Again, 25 is young to some people, but to others it's not, especially if they're 25 and they got their crap together, they finished school, you know, they've got their university degrees, they've got a good job, you know what I mean? And it's just a matter of saving enough money and to be able to move out. You know, maybe there might have been some financial abuse. You know, if you got parents taking their paychecks from them. You know what I mean? But it's like, especially if this young couple have been talked down to and kind of condescended, you know, and they've been made to feel younger and more helpless than they really are, you know, if they've had that kind of controlling environment around them. You know what I mean? And it's like they don't feel like their choices, their decisions are valid. You know what I mean? But you just being here to listen to them and to actually take them serious and treat them like adults who are going through a very adult situation and not talking down to them or being condescending. You know what I mean? You make them feel like a somebody. You know? You make them feel like an adult. Like they're not a complete screw up. You know what I mean? And you just kind of validate their experience as people, as humans, which is amazing. Absolutely. You know? And yeah, just don't let them get too much in their heads about fear about the situation, you know? But I mean, hey, again, you are appearing as the Hierophant, the King of Pentacles. You know what I mean? So you are somebody who's quite competent. So I'm not even worried about you. Frankly, I'm not even really worried about them because apparently they're in excellent hands if they are now with you, okay? Okay, you guys. I'm going to end this here. I hope this spread helped. I hope it resonated. I hope this helped bring a little bit of clarity to your situation. If you did like the spread, please be sure to like and subscribe so you can join the Soul Tribe. If you saw your cards but didn't hear your story and you are happy to share, please feel free to do so in the comment section below. It's always interesting to see the different stories that might come up that you can see that I wasn't tapping into. That's always interested, again, if you're willing to share. Okay? But yeah, with that, take care, and as always, wishing you a copacetic Earth experience.